another piece that Helene has premiered called Are You Now or Have You Ever Been? With the lyric by me and Kim. And it's all that has been written of the his opera yet. The Triangle Opera, though, has been written, and I just want to tell one little story about it. Helene and I actually performed a scene from the Triangle Opera in Florida on Valentine's Day. After we did it, we consulted with Lee, and we realized that the librettist had made a terrible mistake. And Lee said to us, frankly, you're going to offend everybody. What happened was the opera actually had its genesis 5 years ago in a workshop in Atlanta, where Ellen Frankel, my librettist, was paired with another composer and asked to create a scene, given 2 props. And they were given a flat iron and a bouquet of flowers. She said, oh, the Triangle Fire, a love story. So they wrote a love scene where the boss is infatuated with a seamstress, and he saves her against her will from the Triangle Fire. It's a great scene, you know, and Helene and I performed it, so it never happened. Not only did it never happen, but the bosses, Max Planck and Isaac Harris, were in fact survivors of the fire themselves. And Max Planck lost 7 relatives in the fire. And they saved people, and yes, they were judged guilty of sin by the majority of people, although the courts found them not guilty. But there was no hanky-panky, or he really was a family man, unlike somebody else. Lee said, you're going to offend everybody. You're going to offend the people that know that Kate Alterman, this seamstress, was a courageous woman that fought her way to survive herself, and she was no damsel in distress. And you're going to offend the people that think that Max Planck was not a villain, or a lech, which he wasn't. Ellen said, well, let's cut the scene. I said, we can't cut the scene. The opera's built around that scene. So we rewrote the scene. We took out the love story. It's not an opera without a love story. Half my operas have love stories at this point. But it's still a very dramatic scene, because the fire is going on, and the women are yelling, save us, es Brent, and the bosses managed to make it out along with Kate Holman, and so it's still a very dramatic opera. It does have a love scene.
The daughters.
Yes, that's right. Max saved his 2 daughters by pulling them out of the elevator. And we put that into the scene also, so it's a very dramatic scene. And Lee was happy, we were happy, and we felt that we had dodged a Klinghoffer, basically. Because we did not want to offend the family, and my colleague John Adams, who I was in class with at Harvard 3 years, and did three classes, I think he made the wrong decision with I know the Klinghoffer family. My opera Carla, Rona Klinghoffer was one of the first singers of the Chicago Royal Opera Carla. And they're a very sensitive family, and he disregarded their views altogether. I think that was the wrong thing. And we did not disregard the families in this case. So what we have from the Triangle Fire is a piece right near the beginning. The trial was built on proving the unjust death of one of the 446 victims. Her name was Margaret Schwartz. And my librettist wrote an aria for the ghost of Margaret Schwartz, coming back and expressing what she felt during the fire, and how she had come from Kishinev in Belarus, and her mother had said, in America they don't let you burn. Yeah. This is based on fact. I mean, we've seen this, read this in various places. There are several books on the Triangle Fire. There's the one that Lee helped edit, and there are these 2, which are very, very valuable. David von Drele, which came out right after 9/11, I think. It was kind of inspired by that. And then Leon Stein wrote a book for the 50th anniversary in '61 that was updated in 2011 for the centenary. Triangle Fire is a very important event in New York City history, and American history, and in Jewish history, and women's history. But I learned from reading this that it actually didn't become such a part of the culture and the lore until '61, when Francis Perkins and Eleanor Roosevelt spoke and said, this Rendsburg says, oh, I was here during that fire, and this was the beginning of the New Deal, which a certain party has been trying to roll back ever since, but we won't talk about that. In 1961, they talked about that. And then in 2011 came the centenary and these books. So let's hear the aria of Margaret's Ghost.